Viewing files or attachments within a record can be opened within the Imaging Made Simple viewer if it's a TIFF or a PDF. So let's open up a TIFF. And then we can select a PDF. There are no differences whether you choose to use a TIFF or PDF. It's really up to your office or IT support's preference. You may also choose to open up a TIFF or PDF locally by selecting the button here, and it'll open it up with whatever TIFF viewer you have or a PDF viewer. When viewing a TIFF or PDF within our viewer, you may choose to hit the switch view option, and if you noticed, it really cleaned up all the buttons. Over here on the left for searching ability or routing, also all the buttons here across the top, so you lose some features or functionality, but what you're doing is you're simplifying your viewing of the information. And if you're one of those less computer savvy individuals, you may prefer this screen as well because you don't intend to use any of the advanced features. For now, I'm going to go ahead and switch the view back to advanced viewing. And if we wanted to insert a document, currently we're looking at a one-page document, and we want to add a TIFF to it. We've now made it 2 pages. You can scroll next or previous between the pages. You can continue at any time, adding more pages at a time. You may also scan more documents into this existing document as well. It'll ask which scanner. You select your scanner. It launches the scanner's driver. Select Start. Okay, now we're up to 7 pages. You can choose the drop-down option to jump or advance to a certain page. This comes in extra handy if your document is a 200-page document. You can jump to that 150 page or whatnot. You can scroll through the pages. And the way to determine where you're going to insert a TIFF or a scan is by scrolling to the actual page that you're wanting to add information to. So if I want the scan that I'm about to scan, or the TIFF I'm about to add, to be inserted into the document, I want to be viewing and it's going to be behind page 3. I want to be viewing page 3 as I am here. Select the Add TIFF, and it'll place it immediately behind page 3. Now we're up to 8 pages. You can enlarge the image, zooming in, scrolling around the page to view it entirety. If the image is too hard to read, maybe it's a fax, you can invert the image to make it more legible. All these same features are found within the batch scanning viewing, the batch scan process as well. You can also rotate the image. Let's see. You can send the record or attachment as an email. You can choose to send the entire file or just the page that I'm viewing, or you could draw a box around the cropped image that you're wanting to email as well. If you have fax capability from your computer, or maybe it's a fax board on a copier and you're doing the print to fax feature, you would just fax it right out of the database just the same. The reorder button allows you to swap pages around. So maybe they're out of order and you want to rearrange and fix them into the appropriate page order. As you're viewing this document, you can also choose to save the record. Save it wherever you please. Select OK. You can give it a new name. You can also choose to convert it to a TIFF, PDF, or JPEG. Select Save, and now it's on my desktop, saved under Test. It opens up within my Windows TIFF viewer. I can scroll through the pages. I can make changes then, or insert it back into the database upon those changes being made. You can also print the file on your printer, choosing to print only the page you're viewing. Just the same options as you had with send to email. Print the entire file, the current page, or the cropped image that you've selected around the box. Now let's see what we can do with an image. We'll open the image, and let's add annotations. Upon selecting the annotation button, you'll see more buttons populate below. Simply drag and drop onto the page. We have a sticky note here. Place it and move it wherever you need. Double click within the image and you can change the content that says. You could then save that annotation, or you could remove it again later. To delete it, it's asking, are you sure you want to delete? Yes. To be able to add these annotations, you must have user rights to do so. To be able to delete annotations, you need to also have delete ability as a user within the database. So you can add redactions. You can add text. When adding text in the sticky notes or in this field, you can then edit the content within the file for font size, font 23 or larger. You can also change the color to reflect a new color. You can continue to place it wherever you need it, exactly where you need it. And please remember that the annotations being placed on this document are only overlays over the document. They don't become permanent fixtures of the document. This is quite important to ensure that the original integrity of the document is not compromised, so that all overlays or annotations may be removed at any time for whatever reasons, especially to prove something in a court of law. We can also add images. You can add any image of any type. You can also add a stamp. And how the stamps work is you select a stamp, select the plus sign. This particular stamp wants to know my username and password. It then applies my name, Chad, the date, the time that it was applied, and then the image. This again, the stamp can be moved around or deleted at any time. The stamp can be also used as a digital signature. To create a stamp is quite simple. You give it a name, select an image. You can choose to require the user's name and password or not. You can also decide to change one of the search field criteria. And you have the option for a second one as well. And lastly, we could automate it just a slight more. By each time you apply the stamp, you want to send this document to a department or an individual within your company. Select enabling the send to option. You'll see all the users or departments within this drop down. Save. And now the test stamp that we just created is here. Add it. Again, it shows name, date, timestamp, and the image. Upon applying your stamp, you may choose to save this stamp or sticky note or redaction, whatever you've applied, and select close. This concludes our video for inserting additional pages into existing documents, adding annotations, and editing information.